Hi, everybody. I am your host, Latiska Powell, and thank you for joining me for our 10-minute lessons. Baby, let me tell you, this is a good one. And I did it because I know there's so many people out in this world that don't understand what being adopted truly means and what it has meant for me my whole life. If you haven't, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel because I got some great intentions for you guys today. I want to help you to reframe the idea of adoption and abandonment and see it as you being chosen your whole life. You know, me growing up, I didn't always understand what it meant to be loved. Most adopted children carry this abandonment as a belief because how society sees it. And I've even had people come out of their mouth and say some of the craziest things to me. Often the word abandon is tied to feelings of rejection or unworthiness. It is a heavy label that can shape one's self perception. Knowing that, A, I'm the only person that defines me. As a child, I never thought that I was torn, unloved, wasn't worthy. And just the idea and the shock of how, even when you look at our spiritual communities, you'll constantly hear words like abandonment. First and foremost, we are divine creatures. We could never be abandoned, born into a world that is only one presence. We are so freaking loved till it's unmeasurable. It's something that you have to experience in your life to know how loved we are. I want you guys to kind of look at it from our birth parents' perspective. Often the decision to place a child up for adoption is an act of love, not rejection. It's about ensuring the child has opportunities and care that aligns with their best future. Even when we look at it from the adoptive family's perspective, adoption is a profound choice of love, welcoming a child into their hearts and their homes. See, when you're adopted, it's always yes. They see you and they say yes to you. They want to love you, they want to nurture you. And to see your story from not being left behind, but led into something even greater in your life. I wrote about it in my book, We Have Powerful DNA, because just thinking of how my mother must have felt at the age of 16. And I had to reflect on the love and the care and the lessons that life had already granted me. Even the challenging moments were like hidden blessings because it showed me endurance. It showed me that I am loved, and I am supported, and I'm worthy of all these good things. Worthy of respect, worthy of just being alive. I exist. And because I exist, it is innate. And I want you to really think about it for yourself. Because we exist, provision has already been made. Reflect on how moments in your life have shaped your journey and reinforced your worth. Reinforced your worth. I think of all of the most amazing opportunities and people who opened their heart in challenging times. I think of all who made sure I had what I needed with no strings attached, just because, hey, you Latuska, right? Let's go to Jeremiah 29 and 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Now, that was from the beginning of time. Before I took my first breath, God had already made plans for me. This verse reinforces the idea that your life is divinely guided and filled with love, support, and purpose. It reflects the truth that we are chosen, cared for, and supported by the Creator and all of life. If we look at Romans 8:28, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him and who have been called according to His purpose. See, sometimes people don't even realize what your purpose is for being in their life. This reminds us that every experience, every step of the journey serves a higher purpose, shaping us into the person that we're meant to be. It aligns with the perspective that we've always been guided and chosen in every moment. Here are just a few affirmations that I want you to consciously tap into. Remember, everything is instant. Just decide it works one time. I am chosen, always and forever. Love surrounds me in every form and fashion. Every part of my journey has been divinely orchestrated for my highest good and growth. I am worthy of love, care, and support always. I see the blessings in my story and I embrace them fully. Being adopted for me has been one of the most insightful things to really think of. I look at all the homes that I lived in. I see all the people that played such a magnificent part of who I am. I just the experiences. Baby, I've lived a little bit of everywhere and experienced a whole shipload of things. And they were all for my good, all for my growth, and for whoever is watching this video. I want you to really look at your life. Life has always been working in your favor, directing you towards love, care, and opportunities. We'll never have been abandoned. We're guided into a story that reflects how worthy and loved we truly are. See, being adopted taught me to trust the flow, to grow and shine because I have always been chosen. It's natural that we're chosen. And now it's time for you to see the beauty of who you are. God does not jump over people. God is present in you, through you, as you. You are not alone, and everything is working out for your highest, greatest good. It has always been that way from the moment you take your first breath. That is the initial thing that I always take people back to. From the moment you took your first breath and you couldn't work and you couldn't do anything, innately born worthy of provision. Trees don't run around looking for water, and neither do children that are loved. People who know that they are loved do not seek because they embrace and embody their own worthiness. That's a promise that I'm made in the image and likeness of God. What shall I fear? There's nothing to fear. There's nothing but God. And God is omnipresent in me, through me, as me, reflecting this message to you. So be ye holy, worthy, sacred, and divine, because that is truly your character. See you guys later.